Valmiki Ramayana, Ayodhya Kanda, Book Number 2, Sarga 16, Roman numerals XVI 16, Rama summoned. So, through the crowded inner door, so through the crowded inner door, Sumantra, skilled in ancient lore, onto the private chambers pressed, which stood apart from all the rest. There youthful warriors, true and bold, whose ears were ringed with polished gold, all armed with trusty bows and darts, watched with devoted eyes and hearts. And hoary men, a faithful train, whose aged hands held staves of cane. The ladies' guard, apparel fair, in red attire, were stationed there. Soon as they saw Sumantra nigh, each longed his lord to gratify. And from his seat beside the door, up sprang each ancient servitor. Then to the warders quickly cried the skilled Sumantra, void of pride, "Tell Rama that the charioteer Sumantra waits for audience here." The ancient men with one accord, speaking, seeking the pleasure of their lord, passing with speed and chamber door, to Rama's ear the message bore. Forthwith the prince, with duteous heed, called in the messenger with the speed. For 'twas his sire's command, he knew, that sent him for the interview. Like Lord Kuwera, well arrayed, he pressed a couch of gold, wherefrom a covering of brocade hung down in many a fold. Oil and sandals' fragrant dust had tinged his body o'er, dark as the stream the spearman's thrust drains from the wounded boar. Drains from the wounded boar. Him Sita watched with tender care, a chowry in her hand, as Chitra, ever fond in fair, beside the moon will stand. Him glorious with unborrowed light, a liberal lord of sun-like might, Sumantra hailed in words like these, well skilled in gentle courtesies, as with joined hands in reverence raised, upon the beauteous prince he gazed. Happy Kaushalya, blessed is she, the mother of a son like thee. Now rise, O Rama, speed away, go to thy sire without delay. For he and Queen Kaikeyi seek an interview with thee to speak. The lion lord of men, the best of splendid horses, thus the lion lord of men, the best of splendid heroes, thus addressed, to Sita spake with joyful cheer, the king and queen, my lady dear. touching the throning for my sake, some salutary counsel take. The lady of the full black eye would fain her husband gratify, and all his purpose understood, counsels the monarch to my good. A happy fate is mine, I ween, when he, consulting with his queen, Sumantra on this charge intent, upon my gain and good has sent. An envoy of so noble sort well suits the splendor of the court. The consecration rite this day will join me in imperial sway to meet the Lord of earth, for so his order bids me, I will go. His order bids me, I will go. Thou lady, here in comfort stay, and with thy maidens rest or play. Thus Rama spake. For meet reply, the lady of the large black eye attended to the door her lord, and blessings on his head implored. The majesty and royal state which holy Brahmans venerate, the consecration and the rite which sanctifies the ruler's might, and all imperial powers should be thine by thy father's high decree, as he the worlds who formed and planned the kingship gave to Indra's hand. Then shall mine eyes my king adore, when lustral rites and fast are o'er, and black deer skin and roebuck's horn thy lordly limbs and hand adorn. May he whose hands the thunder wield be in the east thy guard and shield. May Yama's care the south befriend, and Varun's arm the west defend. And let Kuvera, lord of gold, the north with firm protection hold. Then Rama spoke a kind farewell, and hailed the blessings as they fell from Sita's gentle lips, and then, as a young lion from his den descends the mountain's stony side, so from the hall the hero hied. First Lakshman, first Lakshman at the door he viewed, who stood in reverent attitude. Then to the central court he pressed, where watched the friends who loved him best. To all his dear companions there he gave kind looks and greeting fair. Onto the lofty car that glowed like fire the royal tiger strode, bright as himself its silver shone. A tiger's skin was laid thereon. With cloud-like thunder as it rolled, it flashed with gems and burnished gold, and like the sun's meridian blaze, blinded the eye that none could gaze. Like youthful elephants, tall and strong, fleet coursers whirled the car along. In such a car, the thousand-eyed, borne by swift horses, loves to ride. As like Parjanya, when he flies, thundering through the autumn skies. The hero from the palace sped, as leaves the moon some cloud o'erhead. Still close to Rama, Lakshman kept, behind him to the car he leapt, and watching with fraternal care, waved the long Chauri's silver hair, As from the palace gate he came, up rose the tumult of acclaim, while loud huzza and jubilant shout pealed from the gathered myriads out. Then elephants like mountains vast, and steeds who all their kind surpassed, followed their lord by hundreds, nay, by thousands, led in long array. First marched a band of warriors trained, with sandal dust and all stained. Well armed was each with sword and bow, and every breast with hope aglow. And ever as they onward went, shouts from the warrior train, and every sweet-toned instrument prolonged the minstrel strain. On past the tamer of his foes, while well-clad dames in crowded rows, each chamber let us throng to view the chaplets on the hero threw. Then all, of peerless face and limb, sang Rama's praise for love of him, and blent their voices soft and sweet from palace high and crowded street. Now sure Kaushalya's heart must swell to see the son she loves so well. Thee, Rama, thee, her joy and pride, triumphant o'er the realm preside. Then for they knew his bride most fair, of all who part the soft dark hair. His love, his life possessed the whole of her young hero's heart and soul. Be sure the lady's fate repays some mighty vow of ancient days. For blessed with Rama's love is she, as with the moon's sweet Rohini. Such were the witching words that came, watching words that came, from lips of many a peerless dame, crowding the palace roofs to greet the hero as he gained the street. Wow. Absolutely beautiful. Footnotes. 1111. A star in the spike of Virgo, hence the name of the month, Chaitra et Chait. 1121. The rain god. The rain god, Parjanya. Indra, the thousand-eyed god. Zeus. Thor. Amazing, amazing, beautiful word architecture, cathedral of epic proportions, Sri Ramayana, Roma Victa Jai Ramayana. Absolutely mind-boggling. So basically Sumantra came over to Rama's palace and informed Rama that his father and king and queen Kaikeyi wants to see him. So he immediately set himself on his way. Like description of the chariots, of the horses, of the crowd with loud huzza, hurrah, hooray, hurrah, huzza, and jubilant shouts. This is how much everybody loved Rama. Thousand-eyed god Indra. He had 1,000 eyes. There is a big story behind that. So yeah, here is an amazing description of of all these festivities, of the chariot itself, of the palace itself, high as a mountain of Kailash. Like, just mind blowing, beautiful, of epic proportions. Beautiful, beautiful Ramayana. Sita Devi is trying to send her blessings to Rama for the protection from east, west, south, and north by invoking different demigods to protect Rama and give blessings to him. And Sita Devi is described as the lady of the large black eye. She had beautiful, large black eyes and jet black hair, and she was fair like the moon. Absolutely mind boggling descriptions. The lady of the full black eye. Sita spake with joyful cheer. Absolutely beautiful. The ancient man. So we are talking about Ramayana happened like 1.5 million years ago. Back then, it's a little, literally a different dimension of time and space. Okay, of time and space. People were much taller, much longer lived, much more virtuous, much more capable, much more powerful, much more everything in comparison to us Kali Yugans. And ancient yogis, ancient sages, ancient munis from even before Ramayana were present there. They were present there. They were witnessing whenever God descends and manifests his eternal epic pastimes. The ancient sages from all different planetary systems come to be part, to witness this this amazing event when Rama descends and exhibits his beautiful pastimes with Sita. Jai Rama Vikta, Jai Ramayana, Jai Shri Ram. Ciao.